Occupy Wall Street, day 6. There are still several hundred on the streets of New York's financial district. They are still ignored by those who presumably support them, by those who oppose them, by those who should seemingly just be reporting on them. Why?
Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power! United, we'll never be defeated. The people, united, we'll never be defeated. The people, united, we'll never be defeated. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power.
My name's Chelsea Elliott, and I live in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. During the protest, we were leaving Union Square. It's on like 13th or 12th Street, and we were walking down, and the police put up this net. I was like, come on, man, we're here for you, for your pension, for your friends that got their jobs lost, for your salary cuts. And then all of a sudden I hear the screaming, and I turn around, and this girl's being slammed down on concrete. And I scream, and I cry a little bit, and then I turn around and I look at the cop that I was talking to, and he just gives me like this look, like he knows what's going on, is fucked up, but he can't do anything. And I turn around again, and this cop literally is just like, shh, shh, shh. It hits me and 4 other girls. I just cried on the ground. I will march again, but I'll wear sunglasses and a fucking bandana and a big smile.
Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power!
Mr. Chairman, as you know, there are people demonstrating against Wall Street in New York City and other cities around the country, and I think the perception on the part of these demonstrators and millions of other Americans is that as a result of the greed, the recklessness, and the illegal behavior on Wall Street, we were plunged into this horrendous recession we're currently in. Do you agree with that assessment? Did Wall Street's greed and recklessness cause this recession that led to so many people losing their jobs?
It had excessive risk-taking on Wall Street, had a lot to do with it, and so did some failures on the part of regulators.
Do you believe that we have made any significant progress since the collapse of Wall Street to suggest that we will not, either in the short term or in the longer term, once again see a collapse on Wall Street and the necessity of a bailout?
Senator, yes, we're making substantial progress, although I would point out that many of the rules implementing, as you point out yourself, many of the rules implementing Dodd-Frank are not yet in force or fully implemented. But I believe as this process goes forward that we will have made a very substantial improvement, yes.
Well, I would respectfully disagree.
You see protests both on the right and the left. Right now, the protests that are getting the headlines are on the left in New York. What is that protest saying to you? What are you hearing from that activity in New York right now?
Well, I would just say very generally, I think people are quite unhappy with the state of the economy and what's happening. They blame, with some justification, the problems in the financial sector for getting us into this mess. and they're dissatisfied with the policy response here in Washington. And at some level, I can't blame them. Certainly, 9% unemployment and very slow growth is not a very good situation. That's what they're protesting.
And are you incorporating that into the remedies that you're proposing?
I'm taking into account the growth rate and the unemployment rate as well as the inflation rate. I'm not taking the protests into account specifically, but I certainly, like everyone else, I'm dissatisfied with what the economy is doing right now.
Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power!